Do you ever wonder what lies at the edges of the map, past the seas?
No.
I think we have enough to worry about on this continent.
Of course, but...
Alright, time has passed. Let's check in on what's happened since. A cultured exchange. Dear Lady Montliet, Sigrid Gulsdotten was a delight. Such a fresh perspective. True, the evening threatened to go poorly when the Avar mage and Magister Verexis bickered over the proper use of spirit bindings. But she brought down the house during a practical demonstration of spheric energy projections, both figuratively and very near literally, quite invigorating. I cannot tell you how gratifying it was to see all the old goats from the Ferelden circles outdone by an Avar. We must have her back. Also, I believe Verexis invited her to his summer villa. All the best, dear. Countess Flesh? Really? Okay. Wow. Pretty significant 350 influence right there. And 5 more Avar Twill. I don't know why sending her on a cultural exchange leads to us having more resources that are related to her, though. Because that's weird. She didn't go to even meet Avar. Anyway, send a Skywatcher to the Stone Bear Hold. Skywatcher caused quite a stir at Stone Bear Hold. The feats of strength and skill were raucous, exuberant, and quite necessary. According to Thane Surhair, who declared Skywatcher as good in the fighting pit as he was in the bedroll. Oh god. Given the Avar tradition of nodding ceremonies for marriage, this gives new meaning to the phrase, no strings attached. Josephine, 240 influence. Oh my god, they're making sex jokes about their own little invented races that they made up. Man, it's actually really satisfying to see this map totally devoid of stuff. So, we're gonna make a tiny detour from the current DLC to look at the Black Emporium. I don't really know how much this entails. Voices on the winds speak of a new power abroad in the world. Inquisition, they whisper, an ancient name restored, a memory rekindled and transformed in a blaze of hope. I hear the whispers and summon the fires of the Inquisition. Here in the depths beneath the City of Chains, countless mysteries hide in shadow and in anticipation of the light. City of Chains, we're going back to Kirkwall. Come, the Black Emporium awaits. Xenon the Antiquarian must spend his days composing melodramatic invitations to his establishment. I imagine being stuck in a chair for centuries leaves one somewhat lacking for entertainment. This particular message was hand-delivered by a cloaked figure at twilight, precisely as the sun disappeared beneath the peaks. Behind the peak. Oh, it is beneath the peaks. My men spied the courier lurking about our outer gates for at least an hour waiting for sunset, a servant under the command of some very specific instructions, I assume. That aside, I would encourage a visit to the Black Emporium. The antiquarian's hoard is legendary. Only those he deems worthy ever lay eyes on it. The champion of Kirkwall received an invitation once and reported, among other things, a strange mirror that could transform even flesh and bone. Who knows? We may uncover something that aids in the battle against Corypheus. Corypheus is dead! I won already. Change your notes. Anyway, let's take a look at this. You'll need passage across the Waking Sea to Kirkwall. That is easily arranged. Alright. We're going back to Kirkwall of all places, tying this properly back into Dragon Age 2. A ship has been secured. Be wary of what you find in the Black Emporium, Inquisitor. I have heard many frightful tales. The Black Emporium. It is a myth, of course. Nothing more. Tales of a mysterious underground shop run by an immortal, perhaps undead proprietor, who peddles impossible and implausible goods, have circulated for decades among the Templars. Now and then, a zealous or curious knight will go looking for the place to no avail. Stories place the Black Emporium in Kirkwall's dark town, the sewers of Val Royale, in the back of an empty boathouse in Lormarin, or at the top of a tower in Marnus Pell, and hidden beneath the skirts of the giant statue of Andraste at the Murdain. No reputable source has ever found it, and none ever will, because it does not exist. You will, of course, hear the standard justifications. It appears only to the worthy. It appears only to the invited. It is hidden by blood magic. It exists only in the Fade. Rubbish. There is no magic that can hide an entire shop full of trinkets from the eyes of a seeker of truth. And I am not just saying that because I searched for 6 months and didn't find it. Shut up, Tristan. From a letter from Seeker Benedict to Divine Justinia V. You said shut up, Tristan, in a letter to the Divine? That doesn't seem appropriate. Well, anyway, here we are. Wait. You told me to select a party. Why aren't they here? Aw, that's a bummer. I specifically brought Cassandra and Varric with me because I'm like, well, they've been to Kirkwall. They'll probably have some cool dialogue around here. That does not appear to be the case. Dude appears to like birds. Alright, well, this is a sight. Only thing to interact with, as far as I can tell, is going to be him, probably, huh? That was weird. I couldn't...
Pet the tiny bear, but be gentle. A Magister miniaturized him specially at great cost. He answers to Chauncey.
Where's Chauncey? Where's Chauncey? Oh my god, look, it's Chauncey the bear. Look at little Chauncey the bear. Why can't I can't call his name out? He's an adorable tiny bear. Mirror of Transformation. Oh my god, you can change your appearance. Oh god, how do I leave forever? No. Yes. Get your blood magic off of me. I'm not taking part.
Would you consider allowing me to acquire your hand? After your death, of course.
He wants my mark. Alright, there's weapons and accessories. Schematics.
Do not antagonize Chauncey the tiny bear. He may be small, but he nips.
Chauncey, you gonna bite? He's adorable. Xenon the Antiquarian. I left the Black Emporium empty-handed for 2 reasons. First, most of the items were priced far beyond what I could afford. Second, I spent most of my short time there trying to sate my curiosity about its proprietor. I found myself stealing glances at the antiquarian from behind piles of books, between shelves, and at one point over a basket of mismatched socks. There he sat, petrified, in the center of the emporium, skin of waxy gray over ancient taut sinew, moaning in a voice so dry and brittle it sounded like the snapping of twigs after a drought. A girl of not more than 12 scurried to and fro to fulfill his numerous requests. Another patron noticed my fascination and told me that the girl, most likely an urchin rescued from the street, was responsible for the needs of the antiquarian, feeding, washing, and the like. So impossibly old that he, and so fragile his skin, he can only tolerate the barest whisper of touches from the smallest and most tender of his servants. Only in this way may he come close to his lost youth, said the man. I was surrounded by objects of legend, yet none fascinated me, as did the antiquarian. From a journal page found in Kirkwall's Darktown, written by an unknown author. Someone who had been here before.
Where is the urchin? I require the services of the urchin!
So he's like nightmare fuel, right? What does he look like? Trying to get the right camera angle. He's got his hands over his face? Does he have 4 legs? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Alright, what are the weapons? Because of course I start there. Who do you think I am? Earnest Reprisal. Level 18. Ernest Artelli lost his voice permanently due to a terrible fever during his tenure at... I don't really feel like going into that, to be honest. There's going to be a lot of descriptions to go through here. Earnest Reprisal. So it's just a staff weapon. Required level 2. Ooh, required level 20. It's a maul, so it's 2-handed, isn't it? Let's see. Let's look for 1-handed weapons, perhaps. Oh, cool. I can go through all my characters. So I can compare with Sarah's weapon, for example, with this foul wind. This weapon does 10 more base damage. Ooh, 22 damage extra against the living based on the rune that's in it, I'm sure. Bonus cunning, heal on kill. It just can't be used by Varric. It's tempting in a few ways, although I do like my guard on hit to keep Sarah alive whenever she does take a big hit. So these weapons are actually in competition with a lot of those crazy weapons that I've manually crafted that took me so much. Wow. Misfortune's Bite actually, assuming it's a one-handed weapon too, it does more damage than my current weapon? Oh, that's only because my current weapon doesn't have a rune in it yet. I should take care of that. Yeah, my weapon has higher base damage. Still though, these are strong weapons. If you have anyone who's underpowered, you could definitely do something here. Ooh. Legendary shield. Let's compare this. So it has basic defense, lower overall armor rating, health, 10% chance to inflict chain lightning damage at 75% weapon power. That's interesting because it means it's going to do a giant launching attack that would bounce between people, but really, I like having my 10% chance to grant Walking Fortress because that means that my character becomes temporarily invincible and generates guard like all the time. I don't know if I'll actually buy anything around here. Ooh, belts. These are much more likely to be useful to me. 5% magic defense. Oops. Spirit. 100 maximum health. 5 strength. Dexterity. Magic. Armor penetration, crit, and attack. Huh. What was the armor penetration? They're weaker. Why does it have... Oh, 10% plus 10% guard damage bonus. So they have additional bonuses. Crit damage. So it's crit chance and crit bonus. Attack and barrier damage. Okay. These are a little more compelling than I first thought because they're double buffs. Health and heal bonus. Whoa. This one has resist to spirit, cold, electrical, and fire. That's a pretty big deal. This one's magic, melee, and range defenses. So they have crazy well-rounded defensive items, but they're also incredibly expensive. I might look into some of this stuff later, but I don't know if I want to really stick with any of these. Schematics could be interesting because it could give me access to a whole new tier of weapons here. Perseverance. Do I already have Perseverance? I feel like I already have Perseverance. Axe the Dragon Hunter. That's I could buy a Dragon Hunter axe. I don't need to do a crafting spell for it. So these are schematics for weapons that are like the various like purple quality weapons from throughout the game. And you can get custom. I guess being able to make custom versions means you could technically make more powerful versions through certain variations on the Masterwork spell. Interesting. Also a massive investment. I may decide to look into some of this stuff later.
I have quite an extensive library on the history of forbidden magic.
Okay.
It's back there, somewhere. I think I haven't been able to turn my head to look for 2 centuries.
A little hard to care about your own collection at that point, isn't it? What about crafting materials? I was really hoping for something unique and special, like I have a power necklace that gives you an extra skill point or something cool like that. Although I am hitting the point where buying more skill points only serve what? You sell dragon materials? I could just be like da 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 da. Was there a fast button? Nope. Have to do it the slow way. So for like 10,000, I could just have 40 dragon bone. Wow. So this is a big deal. If I ever come back here and I specifically want to wow, yeah. If I ever want to craft something and I'm like, I want more dragon bone, I could just come here and buy you 100 billion trillion dragon bone, and that's it. Okay. And more schematics. The other ones were for weapons, so this one's gonna be for more weapons. Just even more weapons. I could almost certainly craft something completely absurd here, huh? Man. Alright, I decided to upgrade something. I had to buy stuff. I had to save, and then buy stuff, and then, like, reload save over and over again, because this goddamn game just... nowhere on the screen does it say what type of weapon these things are, in some cases. So, like, this one's just called staff. So, like, okay, those are staves, okay. Sylvan Blade. What kind of blade's that? Pick it up. Oh, it's a great sword. I can't use that with my shield. Well, shit. Well, that's obviously a bow, but then it's like, this is an axe. What is this? I guess this is a staff, maybe? Sundering. What kind of... What you know, you run into a problem where you're like, I don't know what size any weapon is. You come all the way down to Avenger, and you finally hit a freaking long sword, which is something that Vasti can use. So now, we can look into crafting that, potentially. Is there really not a crafting table in here? Because that's a bummer. Alright, I guess I'm going back to Skyhold. Alright, so that piece of equipment, it takes 4 metal utility, it takes 7 leather offense, and 13 metal offense. So, leather can have crit, so let's look for a rare tier 4 leather that has crit damage. Is that the only rare leather? Offensive is flanking damage. Don't disappoint me, game. Come on. 3% crit. If I put 3 times 7, that's 21% chance of crit. Okay. I'll go for it. Go ahead and grab 7 of these just so I know I have them. Next we have metal. What's the best I can get from metal? So, metal utility slot, 1 condition, 1 strength. I already have a bunch of Dragon Bone, I don't have to worry about that. Offensive slot, 2% chance to sunder target on hit. Not a crazy idea, but I think there's things I prefer more. More damage against guard. And bonus attack, there we go. 1.7% bonus attack when you have 13 stacks means... What is that, that's like a 20% boost to attack overall, making your weapon relatively powerful. I need 13 of these. There we go. Now the question is, can I get masterwork material from this guy? Let's see. Primary slots. See, I'm looking for masterwork. I don't know if they even sell those here. Rare cloth. There's still some level 3 stuff all the way down here. Yeah, there may not be masterwork stuff here. I might have to just work out of the pool that I currently have. Everything else is empty. Alright, we'll give it a shot. Alright, so hopefully this will either be a really terrible weapon or a really kick-ass weapon, depending on how useful the proc is, basically. It has a 222 DPS, as a result of using the highest quality possible crafting materials for a tier 3 weapon. We have 4 strength and 4 constitution, because 4 points is the best you can do. Would have liked to go for cunning, but that's not an option. I grabbed 13% crit chance using Great Bear Hide. I actually needed to get that from a gathering quest. And then I got 23% bonus attack, which increases the damage overall. So this could be pretty devastating, because the masterwork item is going to give it a 10% chance to use hidden blades on hit with 5 additional hits. Like, this could be some serious attack spam, especially once I get a nice rune inserted in a moment. It's now known as the Inquisitor's Reach. Now let's go get it a scary rune. Here we go, a significant damage boost against the living. Let's see how the Hakkon appreciate that. Now, if only I could find the superb corruption rune. Unfortunately, the superb version seems to only be accessible if you sided with the Templars. So that's that. Oh wait, while I'm here, by the way, I came to Empress de Leon because I was trying to talk to the vendor, because a wiki page said that he'd sell a superb corruption rune, which is not true at all. But apparently, you either have to pick it up during a specific quest that's totally missable, or you don't get it at all. Let's do an offering for the arena. Prepare a ritual offering of goods to Stone Bear Hold. This will open Stone Bear Hold's arena to anyone who wishes to fight with their warriors. Might as well get that crafted right now, since we're going to need that for one of the many things that we need to do about Stone Bear Hold. Alright, back to the DLC area. Huh, Harding says she has a quest for me.
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hakkonites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
I helped our soldiers defend against a Hakkonite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders. They'd be unstoppable.
We defeated Corypheus. I thought you'd have returned to your old life.
After everything I've seen, I don't think I could ever go back to my old life. Could you? I can't just pretend. I can't just pretend I'm the same person. I got a letter from my mother. She was happy the breach was sealed. She had no idea what we went through. And I don't have the heart to tell her.
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn to fight, draw a bow, all that?
Here and there. You pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts and what takes them down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, other things. And archery? Oh, there was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow and taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they moved to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montilier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers. It's just, I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfish or poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
The commander would never go for it. He's too dignified.
You mean uptight? Sorry, don't tell him I said that.
I'm telling him that you said that.
We'll continue this another time.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
And out we go. So we need to find Scout Grandin's last known location. Where'd they disappear off to? Oh, that's nearby. I'll look into that in a moment. I'm going to deal with a father's name. A woman prepares bodies for sky burial at Stonebear Hold. Keldon Evernon's body should be receive special rites. However, the son failed to complete them. As guest of the hold, the Inquisition may present the required offering as a gift. So I just need to kill fade-touched animals in 3 locations. So I'm going to warp around a bit to find those 3 locations, and I'll look for this this missing scout while we're at it. Oh my god, I can't see anything. There's so much foliage. So we'll see how useful this new weapon turns out to be. I am somewhat concerned that a hidden blades proc might damage my abilities to hold aggro and tank properly, but that is part of the reason that Blackwall's around in the first place. And anything that gives me a damage boost against the likes of the Avar that I'm not so happy to be dealing with, that could do so much damage to me, then I'll be happy to take the advantage. I'm trying to remember exactly what Hidden Blades looked like, because I know that I believe it's an assassin skill, so basically the only person who can use it in my entire game is Cole. And I remember using it a lot as Cole whenever I did have him around, so we'll see how this goes. Looks like our first Fade-touched creatures are going to be Lurkers. Howdy, y'all. Just going to make a big ol' mess out of you. Hope you don't mind. Come back here. Come on, guys. A bit of AoE taunting down. There we go. Oh yeah, there's some damage happening here. Yeah, good luck making sense of all the numbers on the screen right now. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting definitely getting some crits, which is handy. I did increase my chance of succeeding with those, and I think it's paying off. It is very difficult to judge whether or not you've successfully made your character more effective in combat when it's like, oh yeah, sure, all those numbers on screen, I know who's coming from what. I get it. So here's the Fade Touch Lurker, our primary goal. I was just taking out ads because I figured we might as well. Ow. Stop it. Oh right, if I do Payback Strike, I can break out of stuns or being knocked over, or basically anything, which is kind of awesome. Let's just do that taunt. We'll just use the super taunt on him. Why not? Oh, I'm stuck again. Let's get rid of this extra lurker if I can. Oh wow, these paralyze effects are happening quite often. All right, Walking Fortress, followed by. Oh, I already used the taunt. My bad. I just accidentally disabled it. Stop paralyzing me, damn it! Just being rude at this point. There we go. Yeah. I would love to know when Hidden Blades is happening, to see if it's even proccing. I genuinely don't know how to tell. I am presumably sometimes doing bonus damage, just like how, if I just watch my character closely in the little buffs in the bottom corner, I'll see, I will see Walking Fortress just sort of pop up from time to time when I'm definitely not using it myself. Getting stuck behind bones now. Come on, buddy. Just take, you'll die eventually, right? That one wounded Avar was supposed to do this alone? Like, without a party? Just single-handedly? Like, I'm just gonna walk out there and just wreck some dudes, you know? With my Avar skills, we're just so naturally badass is how this works. I don't know if you realized. Have we used any potions yet? We haven't, wow. Yeah, this really isn't a tough fight. I had the moment of, like, thinking, like, is this actually kind of a tough fight? Because it's taking so long, but my entire party is really not taking any damage. It's just a really kind of tediously large amount of hit points. I'll do that taunt again that makes him more vulnerable and focus on me. Oh, there we go. I'm pretty sure I just saw my character use Hidden Blades because I think I saw him do like an ungodly amount of attacks at once. It's admittedly hard to make out all the details in combat because there's so many particle effects and characters moving around all at once. I'm definitely critting though, which makes me happy.
The animals the Huntmaster described.
Many creatures avoid places where the veil is thin. I suspect this was an exception.
And we get Fade Touch Lurker Scales. This is handy because these are actually, these types of materials are Fade Touched, meaning that they're actually really high quality crafting materials. You use Fade Touched equipment, for example, for masterwork to get crazy special effects coming out. Vivian, let's take a look at this Veilfire spot. Since we're apparently going to have access to a rune. Can we find it? Sometimes I just kind of give up because it's just like, where's the rune? Where's the rune? Where's the rune? Where's the rune? I can only take... What the fuck? I don't even know what that was. I'm just gonna zone that out for a moment. Looking for a rune. God dang it. Huh. What is the hitbox here? Okay. Yeah, you just gotta scrape walls till you find a rune, and I'm not finding one. What? Master Belt of Focus? That's a lot of focus. Where'd that come from? Where the fuck did that come from? That was crazy. Somehow missed that item altogether on the approach. I don't think that the rune's gonna be up here. Alright. Yeah, 35% bonus focus gain could be super handy. Loot.
How do you get your hair to do that, Dorian? With magic?
With proper hygiene and grooming. Maybe all three of you should get acquainted.
Damn. Two-handed sword with a 10% chance to do chain lightning. You really do just get like almost game-breakingly powerful equipment just by playing through this DLC and searching a few spots. I don't see the rune, unfortunately. I feel like I walked across all the walls. Alright, well, we'll head towards the scouting location at least. And get her to drop that rune real quick. Alrighty then. Where'd that scout go missing? Just up the slope, over here next to one of the shards I never picked up yet. Alright, we're approaching Grandin's last known location, which is
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
fairly small spot. Oh, that looks like dead people, and there's clearly a sword with a note. It's less than subtle. Grandin's orders. A brief note followed by a rough map of the area with key points marked. Grandin. Details are below. We need to keep our patrols. It will allow us the upper hand. I understand where you're coming from. Word has been sent to Jace's family. I promise you, whoever did this will face justice. Harding.
Orders for Grandin.
Undead Hakkonites. Hope he hasn't run into more trouble.
Well, if these are dead Hakkonites, at least that means it's not a dead Grandin yet. Follow the trail of carnage, it says. Is there... Oh, never mind. We just have a straight-up waypoint. I was gonna say, like, there's no trail here. There's no blood or bodies distract from this from the point of view I'm standing at. 6 silverite. Ooh, what's over here? Is that the... Oh yeah, this next piece of carnage right there. Found it. No dialogue? Nope. Just pops up the next one on the map. Rather unceremoniously. The pigs around here. There's just so much wildlife just around all the time, and they're all slaughtering each other non-stop. I don't know how this place has a population. It's insane. Huh. A little self-inflicted damage. Hi, Hakkonites. Don't feel the need to deal with you right now if I don't have to. Brandon. Where's this carnage? Oh, here. Oh. No, that's just the resources. Thought it was coming up on the body. It might be upslope. Yeah, it looks like there's a sword stabbed into a body up there. Let's see, what's the best path? Yep, probably have to loop around back in this direction. At the very least, it'll take me closer to where there appears to be one of the rune stones. Oh, another body. Find the dead Hakkonite. All right, where's the shard that's supposed to be right here, though? Maybe we'll find it as we continue. A little bit of Everett. Ooh, is that a body frozen still? What am I looking at here? There's fire. Oh, that's probably
These were Hakkonites.
One of our soldiers has been through here. That dagger bears the Inquisition crest.
Why was there a... Did the pig make that bear sound? Jesus. Here's a dead Inquisition scout. A body that seems to be frozen solid, like the ones from the very beginning of the game. It's another Inquisition scout, multiple Hakkonites. Why is this specific body the one I'm supposed to home in on? A warning. A message scrawled in shaky hand. Blood spilled will be answered. The jaws of Hakkon will answer. Huh. Anything else around here? I'm not sure. Alright. Well, the next spot's right down slope. How are we tracking all this? I didn't realize my character was just the most impressive scout ever. We'll go ahead and call our mount. Just so that I can just go down this slope without taking the long way around. Yay! Magical bullshit physics of horses where they can't take damage. That's not weird. Alright. Looking for the next piece of gore. Oh, there's people around a camp over here. That's probably our scout. Hopefully. Oh, more creepy bodies. Alright, way to go, guys. Really done well for yourselves. Charred corpse. Oh Jesus, this next location's a huge bubble. Alright, we'll follow the path and we'll just keep an eye out for anything distinctive looking. Like another body. Or a weird fireplace or frozen skeletons. Why were there so many of those? Oh, that's it. That appears to be it. What the hell happened?
Someone's cut their way through these Hakkon warriors. I can't decide if it's impressive or disconcerting.
I feel like we should be acknowledging the horrifying, like, bodies that are standing up still and on fire, because that's not a reoccurring thing, really. That happened, like, at the beginning of the game when a horrible demon happened and the breach happened. Still moving forward, Trail of Carnage. And I assume that thing on my right's ooh, There's an astrarium? Up there we have an astrarium, potentially. Oh, probably have to walk across that... Yeah. You probably have to get up on top of there, and then walk across that tree trunk onto that ledge, giving you access to an astrarium and a, one of the shards. So that if there's astrariums, that means there's also a hidden temple type area with some kind of special loot in it. Presumably, probably the best loot in the DLC. So they're telling me to go that way, but I think I'm actually gonna take a little detour back here and see if this path gets me to the top of that astrarium location and get me one step closer to what could be really good equipment. Since once I have one of these, it'll tell me where the other astrariums are, so I can move forward. Huh. Inquisition postings. We have scouts up here already. Weird. Kinda makes me wish I could just teleport up here. Alright, there's clearly an astrarium. Hopefully a relic. Hopefully one of the shards is right next to it. Yeah. What do I use you guys for now? Shard. Yep. 2 out of 12 in the basin. No idea what they're used for, because I already finished the entire temple. Now it's like, now there's a hidden secret compartment. Another one. Oh my god. This one is scary. Okay, what the fuck, man? I can't even begin to process a lot of what I'm looking at right now. Well, this head might be a starting point, because it has 4-way intersections, which means you have to go one way and then the other way, perhaps. Oh man, this one might take a lot of attempts. I can feel the jump cutting where I'm like, hey, I did it! Oh no. Oh, what do I... I'm pretty sure I already screwed it up. Yeah. All I can do from here is be like, yeah, I did it! And that finishes that wing, but of course gets me completely stuck. This one looks insanely complicated. Wow. I literally got that on my second try, actually. What you really have to do is, I worked left to right. I treated each of them as 3 separate sections. These weird hand things, this middle part, and this other weird hand thing. What I would do is I would basically do an outline and then scribble in the insides and just be careful not to trap myself. And approaching it methodically, even though it's so big, actually made it pretty straightforward. I was not expecting that to go by so easily. Constellation Fulmenos. Commonly known as the Thunderbolt, the constellation Fulmenos depicts a bolt of lightning thrown by a wrathful god, which god has always been a matter of dispute. Each of the old gods of Tevinter has been credited as the thrower, with the target being anything from the lost city of Berendur to a jester who made a particularly heinous pun. From a study of Thedosian astronomy by Sister Orin Patarchius. She is... Oh! That laser went straight through my head. There goes the Inquisition. It's over now. Where are they? Why do I have a waypoint over there? That was weird. Where did they show up? Oh, right. One down here, and one down here. I made the mistake of looking for a quest marker, but I was looking for a quest marker that was marked as new, but that's not the case. Alright, so the Astrariums are now showing up. We're also going to have to find more Oculuses, I believe they were called. Anyway, continuing to track this loss of a friend. Yep, I just ran in a circle because I forgot which way the cliff was, because I am a pro MLG gamer, and that's why everyone loves me. The end. Back across this Ferngully log. Good spot for scouting. Bad spot if you want to be able to see anything coming at you in advance. Oh, hello, Avar. Well, those are clearly part of me is avoiding them just because there were long fights in many cases, and yeah, it's particularly brutal if they do manage to beat me, because then I have to respawn at a previous save that may not have been recent for all I know. Oh, there's a body. But yeah, I'm gonna avoid the non-essential Avar fights if I can. Oh, that's not even my goal. It's something over here. Bye, weird rhino creature that doesn't have a rhino nose, but it has other rhino-like features, if I do say so myself. Is this a cave I explored? I think it is. Oh yeah, that's one of my camps I established up there, and this is the this is the freaky-looking cave. I walked in here and I was like, well, I guess I can't do anything in here. That's weird. And it's because it's totally for this quest, apparently. So the scout must be in here. Oh, yep, I see him moving in there. What did you do? What caused all of these deaths?
The Inquisition soldier. Grandin?
Be cautious.
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend, Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakkon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
You've been fighting your way through the jaws of Hakkon. Alone.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakkon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
Uh-oh. How do I make sense of this? This is super risky for a number of reasons. So he's motivated by conflict, which is really concerning, because a lot of spirits that are into conflict often lead to dark, corrupted things happening. Although the local spirits we've encountered, such as the Avar that we've befriended and sent touring the country and stuff like that, actually seems to do well. This is dangerous, but I don't know if I can just cut him down right here either. Maybe we can just keep an eye on him?
Very well. Go.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I serve your cause. I swear to it.
Vivian's gonna be mad. Yep, Vivian disapproves. Well, suck it, Vivian. I almost feel like I'm succeeding at something whenever Vivian disapproves. Alright, I guess we'll report back to Harding. Yes, I've heard your opinion before, Vivian, and I very rarely agree with it.
You must have made a great impression on the Avar. Some of them paid us a friendly visit. A couple even helped repair our fortifications. And one woman brought us a barrel of fermented fish. Kenrick ate some. To be polite, he said. Well, he was a very polite shade of green.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
He's not dead. technically. He's actually possessed and taking revenge on the Hakkonites.
I was not expecting that answer. I need some time. But he's as good as dead, isn't he? Maker. I'll miss him. The boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
I should go.
Be careful out there.
Well, at least we've found him, but he'll never be the same, probably. He's either going to be killed, or he's going to keep fighting me as a crazy spirit demon. I guess he's useful right now. This place is so amazingly, overwhelmingly filled with enemies that having him wandering around as a spirit of revenge, wiping out Hakkonite soldiers, yeah, that'll probably make things a little more safe around here. Unless he keeps surviving and then also becomes a problem in his own right is the problem. Alright, back to the Fade-touched creatures quest.